God, look at that. Look, I'm on television.
Hey.
Hey.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it is.
TV in New York.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. We just can't ship junk.
Hi, I'm Steve Jobs.
I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful and not dwell on it for too long. Just figure out what's next.
Marketing's about values. This is a very complicated world. It's a very noisy world. And we're not going to get a chance to get people to remember much about us. No company is. And so we have to be really clear on what we want them to know about us. Our customers want to know who is Apple and what is it that we stand for. Where do we fit in this world? And what we're about.
You had to think really differently when you bought a Mac. It was a totally different computer, worked in a totally different way, used a totally different part of your brain. And it opened up a computer world for a lot of people who thought differently. You were buying a computer with an installed base of 1. You had to think differently to do that. And I think you still have to think differently to buy an Apple computer. And I think the people that do buy them do think differently, and they are the creative spirits in this world. You know, I think you always had to be a little different to buy an Apple computer. Stop me if you've already seen this. Believe me, you ain't seen it. You've got to see this thing in person. It is one of the most beautiful designs you've ever seen. What happens sometimes, though, is that some people lie. And we don't run to the press and go, this guy's a son of a bitch liar.
What a computer is to me is it's the most remarkable tool that we've ever come up with. And it's the equivalent of a bicycle for our minds.
Why do mere mortals need a supercomputer? What are you talking about? Steve's gone loopy. Apple is like a ship with a hole in the bottom, leaking water. And my job is to get the ship pointed in the right direction.
The only problem with Microsoft is they just have no taste.
Computers to me is it's the most remarkable tool that we've ever come up with. And it's the equivalent of a bicycle for our minds.
Stay hungry, stay foolish.
For the first time ever, I'd like to let Macintosh speak for itself.
You've got to start with the customer experience and work backwards to the technology. You can't start with the technology and try to figure out where you're going to try to sell it. When you think about focusing, right? You think, well, focusing is saying yes. No. Focusing is about saying
Somebody once called me the iCEO about a year ago, and I like that, so I'm going to choose that as my title if it's okay with you.
in some cases. But Apple's about something more than that. Apple, at the core, its core value, is that we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better. That's what we believe.